Are you a student nearing the end of the semester, stressed to the max and yearning for a break?
Give stand-up paddleboarding a try. Not only does it have so many amazing health benefits, but it's a great way to get out in nature and, of course, relax. So I'm going to go over some basics with you today, including safety gear, how to launch, how to stand up, and how to paddle. So let's get paddling.
Here's some basic gear required. Paddleboard, paddle, life jacket, sunscreen, and a water and a snack if needed. And it's usually a good idea to go with a friend.
Okay, safety gear in check. Let's take a look at our board. So here's the back of the board, which is called the tail. You've got your standing pad here, and you've got the front end. You also have these bungee cords that you can store your dry bag or even your paddle if you need to. And then this is the leash. This is what you're going to attach to your ankle so that you can stay secured to your board when you're in the water. In terms of your paddle, generally you want the paddle to be 6 to 8 inches taller than you. But you can see it's a little too tall. So, oh well, you just got to work with what you got, I guess. All right. Let's launch. All right, I'm at the shoreline and I'm ready to launch. And the trick is, I want to get deep enough so that my fin doesn't touch the bottom. That seems about right. And I'm just going to gently place the board down and put my paddle right here. All right, now I'm going to get up on my board. So what I'm aiming to do is to get up on my hands and knees around the center of the board. And I'm going to put my paddle just slightly ahead so that I can place my hands firmly on top, just to help me with stability. So my knees are going to be in the center and they're going to be shoulder width apart. And what I'm trying to do is when I launch to stand up, I want my feet to be in the center where my knees were. But the stand-up part is actually optional. You can just paddleboard on your knees if you'd like. So I'm going to give it a try. There we go. The nice thing about the bigger and longer boards is that you have so much stability on it. It's pretty easy to get on. So it's very helpful. Okay, should I stand? And there you go, too easy. All right, the fun part, paddling. So I'm gonna go over a couple basics with you, but I also wanna show you which way the paddle should face. So if you look at the blade, you can see there's an offset and it's kind of jutting in this direction. So you want that offset to be facing ahead of you. If you do it the other way, you're just not gonna paddle as efficiently. So I just want to point out that I'm in an active stance, and this means that my knees are slightly bent, but I'm still maintaining my posture. And the first technique I want to show you is the forward stroke. So I'm going to put my hand on the handle of the paddle and my other hand in the middle. And what I want to do is dig my blade in right close to the nose of the board, fully submerging the blade in the water and pulling back. And that's going to propel me forward. Now for the backward stroke, I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to slowly submerge my paddle and bring it forward. And the reason why I say slowly is because if I was going along really fast and I cut my blade in and did that suddenly, I might lose balance and fall in. So it's all about maintaining control. So by maintaining an active stance and repeatedly paddling, there are many health benefits to stand-up paddleboarding. According to the National Library of Medicine, a study was conducted in 2016 by BMC Sports Science, Medicine, and Rehabilitation. And they wanted to know what the hype was all about for stand-up paddleboarding. Did it really have the health benefits it said it did? So they wanted to test a bunch of beginners, people who had never done stand-up paddleboarding before. And what they found was that cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, and psychological improvements are achievable in just 6 weeks. So it really goes to show that this low-impact sport is such a great exercise, even for people who are just beginning. All right, I'm ready to head out on my journey. I want to make sure that I'm going into the wind or the current, so that way on my way back, I'm going with the wind. Just makes it a lot easier.
But it's not just the paddling that improves health. Nature is a preventative health strategy. It fosters recovery from mental fatigue. According to a journal article in Health Promotion International of March 2006 titled Healthy Nature, Healthy People, Contact with Nature by Cicely Maller, a natural view has healing effects, whereas being in a remote, sterile environment such as a windowless office can cause stress. Natural areas can be seen as one of our most vital health resources. Having a natural view is an effective means of relieving stress and improving well-being.
Well, what a day we've had. Today we covered some of the basics, including safety gear, how to launch, stand up, paddle, and some of the health benefits that come with it. Ultimately, stand-up paddleboarding is an easy activity to get into. And with the semester coming to a close, as Mark Black states in his book, Live Life from the Heart, published in 2013, he says, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. So whatever you get up to this summer, I hope you get the chance to rest, relax, restore, and get ready for your next adventure.